Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the DFS experience for Friday, March 25th. We're going to jump right in. We're going to get down to business. All I'm going to say is that I bet none of y'all had Devin Booker. And why should you? He wasn't, one of the best plays tonight, but that's just how NBA DFS is. The day Chris Paul comes back is the day he nearly goes for 50 points and 70-something DK points. I don't even know how many FanDuel points that was, maybe 80 something. It is what it is. He had almost 30 more fantasy points than Jokic tonight. Go figure. That's NBA DFS for you. We still happen to cash in Super Draft. We cash in DraftKings. Yahoo, I gotta check. FanDuel wasn't so hot. I didn't have Booker. I had a lot of the appropriate plays. I didn't have Booker, so it is what it is. Let's start with point guard. Luka's back, 12-1. Luka hasn't been, 12-1 worthy last few games. 68 against Brooklyn last week. A 42, a 48, and a 36, and a 38 ain't gonna cut it. So if you're gonna play Luka for 12-1, you better be super confident that he's gonna pay that off. Because if you play him and he doesn't pay that off, night. You'll let the bedbugs bite. Trae Young, 10-7. He's been balling. Warriors have been reeling. Play him. Harden against the Clippers. Last I checked, Harden didn't take that many shots. So 18. 44 fantasy points. 44 fantasy points at 10K isn't going to get it done. He took the shots, he just didn't hit any. He didn't hit all his shots, or most of his shots. 1 for 6, 7 rebounds, 7 assists. This is not a line that a 10K player you want to see from a 10K player. The 58 is okay. 58 is not even 6 times value at his price, or at 10K. So with Embiid next to him, it's going to be very hard for him to get the 60 fantasy points that you do need for a 10K salary. I say it every time because if you're not seeing these scores, especially on big slates, you need 400s. If you're not getting 40 points, if you're not averaging 40 points out of every spot, early night, you know what I'm saying? If you're paying 10K for Harden and he gives you a 40, that means that there's some spot somewhere with a player that a better player that you could have got with this money. You know what I'm saying? You got to look at it like math. Your 10K has to give you 5 to 6 times back minimum. If you're not getting that back, you know what it is. LaMelo, 89. He's fine. Barrett, he's priced up. Miami, another team, reeling. RJ Barrett is the leader of the team. He's aggressive. He's in play. Rozier's in play. If Simons plays, I don't know what Portland's doing. Portland doesn't know what they're doing. Remember, it's the end of the season. We're coming into playoffs, and these bad teams are going to be resting players that they either want to trade or they want to save for next season. That's why the last 2 nights, right before lock, is absolutely nuts because they're resting players. They're playing players late, like Justin Anderson. What the fuck is a Justin Anderson? Now all of a sudden, he's a fantasy thing now. He's a thing. Justin Anderson is a thing. He all up to three days ago, he was nothing. Now he's a thing. Starting for the Indiana Pacers at minimum salary. So this is the time when you really got to deep dive into fantasy if you can continue playing at a high level. So Simons, I don't know what they're doing with him. I've been off of Portland the last few games, so they can do whatever the fuck they want to do. Poole is in play. Reggie Jackson's in play. Brunson's in play. Maxey is in play. Dinwiddie's in play. Russell They're bringing Brandon Williams off the bench. I don't want no parts of that. Lowry. Miami got a lot going on. Lowry, Butler, Adebayo, Hero if he plays. There's a lot going on, and I don't want any parts of it. Not right now. Clarkson, 6,200. Alec Burks is in play. Clarkson is an okay play, nothing spectacular. Porter's alright. Jalen Green's alright, starting to play a little bit better. $31, $36, $13, $37, $16. At his salary, $37 is alright. The $16 is the reason I don't roster him. He's inconsistent, but he's a rookie. What can you expect from him? Conley, 55. Terrence Mann, okay plays. Not, they're not going to burn down any bridges, but they're alright. Quickly's in play. NAW is in play if he starts. I mean, you can't play Clarkson and NAW and Conley and Mitchell. You can't. So, Mitchell is a very ball-dominant player, and he plays a lot of minutes. I'm not going to want any other guard with Mitchell. Beverly, I'm good on him too. 7-game slate. Like, I'm good. There's nothing down there I want to see unless there's spots starting for someone. Mitchell, 9K. He's still underpriced for his upside. Cunningham is in play. Thompson, I don't know. Thompson's in play. He can hit value, but he's just not 2015 anymore. Remember that. Hart, if he plays. Portland's not playing for anyone, so to me it's kind of a risk playing an 8K Josh Hart at the end of the season. Like, Portland could just bench him after the third. They're not playing for anything. Rozier, 79. Rozier's in play. Edwards is in play. Russell's in play. Bogdan's in play. KCP's in play. KCP's taking the most shots on his team now with no Kuzma. Go figure. Herder is in play. Fournier is in play. That's as far as I'm going right now. As things open up, then we'll deal with that. Jimmy Butler. Jimmy Butler has done nothing. Jimmy Butler's not even in my player pool. Miles Bridges is in play. Saddiq Bey is in play. Wiggins is in play. Marcus Morris is in play. Winslow is another one. I think I got to fade Portland. This man had 2 fantasy points. He must have got hurt. Yeah, I'm fading Portland. I don't want nothing to do with Portland. Not only that, I don't even think Lillard plays for Portland again. I think he gets traded. Who are we? Finney-Smith? No. Hunter? Yes. No Kispert for me. No Ellaby for me. That's it. This is a very bad slate. If Randall plays, 10%. Porzingis is like on a 5-game playing streak. Never seen it in my life. 8,300. He's not that guy. He's not going to pay off that 83. So if you want to play him, enjoy. But I don't think he's going to pay that off. 8,300. He just had a 57. 7 for 18. He had 5 blocks. He has 5 blocks, so if he's gonna get 5 blocks, yeah, but players don't get 5 blocks every game. So he has an upside, but I don't think that 83 is a big number. And he plays, this is the most minutes he ever played. So if he's playing, they letting him play, fine. But he's usually playing under 30 minutes. So if he's gonna get his minutes, then he's all right. Where are we? Kuzma. If Kuzma plays, you can play him. He gets all the minutes he can handle. Jeremy Grant's in play. No Watford for me. PJ Washington, 4,900, last man in. Kuminga should be a thing. 600 minutes. I mean, if he's gonna get minutes, you can play him. But how do you know he's gonna get minutes? So that's the question of the day. Hachimura. If Kuzma's back, you don't need Hachimura. If Kuzma doesn't play and Hachimura starts, you can take a shot, 5%. They raised Obi Toppin's price really quickly. 4,500. He went from 34 to 45 overnight. He went 8 for 11. He's not going to do that again. 11 rebounds, 6 assists. I think I got to pass on him. 4,500. Like, he's not a 47. He's not going to give you 47 fantasy points on a regular basis. And he played 40 minutes. And Julius Randle is back. So, if y'all want to play 4,500 for Obi Toppin later, enjoy that. That's not for me in the circumstances that I can see. Everybody else is trash. I'm out. Let's go to center. Like, this is my legit player pool. The people that I say, in play, whatever, 5% of your lineups, 10% of your lineups. That's how I look at it. If you're playing a lot of lineups, you play certain people. If you're playing one lineup, and if I say 5% of your lineup, 10% of your lineup, and you're playing one lineup, don't play them. That means 10% of all your lineups. That means it's a risk. What y'all call it? GPP, like a tournament play? Okay, it's a tournament play. But I just call it just risky. So, if I say 10%, you play one lineup, don't blame me. I'm calling it. I'm telling you, the reason I do it this way is so I can look at it the same way y'all guys look at it when y'all, start to do y'all research for the new slate. I don't look at anything before I record this video. So I'm seeing it for the first time. So I can go through the thought pattern the same way, when you go through the thought pattern. So that's why I do it like this. So if I'm not looking at this slate and I'm saying no, yes, 10%, 5%, that's exactly how my mind is looking at this thing. And Beads in play. Cats in play. Christian Wood's going to have a field day with Portland. Gobert should have 30 rebounds tonight. Draymond is trash. Like, Draymond is a smart basketball mind, but he's trash. So he's not $6,500 worth, and he has no Curry to bail him out. So Capella, you don't know what you're gonna get with Capella, but he could dominate the Warriors on the boards if he wanted to. I don't know what's going on with him. 29 minutes, 14. Oh, that was the game he had 2 points. Then he followed that up with 1 point. I'm out of here. You gotta be fucking kidding me, Clint Capella. I'd rather play Drew Eubanks than Clint Capella. Zubac's in play. Mitchell Robinson is always fucking questionable. Oh my god. This man comes off the bench 25 minutes and smashes his price. Let me see something. Isaiah Hartenstein. Where is he? Isaiah Hartenstein is a 1.29 fantasy point per minute player. Wow. I need to start considering Isaiah Hartenstein because he's a fantasy monster, just so you know. You want to take a shot at Looney? Have at it. You want to take a shot at Whiteside if he plays? He'll smash Charlotte 2 off the bench in his limited minutes. That's about it. No need to really, dig in the trash for anything. I like Embiid. Playing next to Harden kind of, makes me want to pause on that, but I do like Embiid. Do you play Luka? Do you play Embiid? Alright. I'll go Embiid. I'll go Mitchell. You go Mitchell or Trae Young. You gotta find value though. Wanna play Poole? Could play Poole, small forward. Damn, there's no real value. It's gonna be a long night. So this is what I like. I try to give y'all guys some high-end options and some mid-tier options. There's no real value. I'll consider Marcus Morris, and Terrence Mann value until we get real value. But I like Mitchell. I like Embiid. I like Trae Young. I like Hartenstein. I like Zubac. I like the Clippers. I like Mann. I like Morris. I like Zubac, and I like Hartenstein. And I like Embiid. I don't like much on this slate, but those few would have to do for now. So listen, I'm gonna go through this real quick. If you're new here, subscribe, hit the bell, thumbs up. We do this every single day. As long as it's a slate, we drop a video. We're gonna be on baseball heavy too, because baseball is less than a headache than the NBA. NBA is a real big headache, but we always come back to this shit every single day we come back for the punishment. So as long as it's NBA, I'll be here, no matter how harsh it is. And when baseball is here, I'll be on baseball 100%. We dominated the baseball last season. We're gonna dominate it even more. So, subscribe, hit the bell, thumbs up. I do have a Patreon, but we're gonna put that to the side to the beginning of the month. And if you need help building any lineups, making any lineups, having up-to-date lineups with all this craziness in the NBA, DM me on Twitter and we'll get you a day pass or a week pass. That's about it. We're gonna go to FanDuel. We're gonna start with point guard. Luka Magic, 10-4, too cheap. You gotta lock him in. Nothing to think about. He's just too cheap. Trae Young, 9-8. Pricing is already soft. LaMelo, 89. Donovan Mitchell, 85 is a joke. He's locked in. Cunningham's too cheap. Jordan Poole is fine. Reggie Jackson's too cheap. Dinwiddie's alright. No Brandon Williams for me if he's coming off the bench. Rozier's another lock at 65. Brunson is cheap, but Luka Magic is there. Maxey's okay. Lowry is okay. Burks looks very good. D'Angelo Russell is 5,900. I don't know if something happened at FanDuel, but some of these prices are a joke. How could Beverly and Russell be $700 apart? Quickly looks fine. Schroeder's 3,900 and Ish Smith is 3,800. So pay attention to those guys off the bench at that small price. Harden is 10 flat. Butler 8K. I'm still for him. Barrett 78. Josh Hart is 77. I'm off of him for now. Anthony Edwards is 72. Klay Thompson is 66. You could take a shot at him if you still believe in him. I mean, it's a 7-game slate. Slate is pretty ugly. You got to play somebody. Bogdan looks decent at 6K. KCP at 54. Kevin Huerter. If he's starting for 4,200, that's fine. That's about it. No need to really do anything else. Miles Bridges in play. Terrence Mann, kind of pricey. Sadiq Bey is decent. Kuzma, 64, is fine. Wiggins is fine. I'm off of Harris. Kevin Porter is okay, but he's inconsistent. Otto Porter starts. I don't know how many minutes he's going to get. Marcus Morris is fine. Hachimura, if there's no Kuzma, you can take a shot. Kuminga, I prefer him to start, but what can you do? That's about it. No need to do that. No need to go down any lower. Porzingis at 85. I prefer Wood. Wood is going to dominate Portland. Bam. You take a shot at Bam. Jeremy Grant, take a shot. No Watford for me. Well, Watford is pretty cheap. Where are we? Watford. Oh. Watford. Oh, you get in the minutes. So, if you have to, and you have 6K, and you have a power forward spot, you could play Watford on FanDuel, but that's the only one. And that's because his minutes been decent if he starts. Hartenstein, you want to take a shot? Take a shot. Bagley, same thing. Hartenstein, Bagley, Sengun, they're all going to come off the bench, but they're good fantasy producers. Obi Toppin at 52. If Randall plays, you know you don't touch that. Draymond is 52. If Curry was playing, I'd play him, but with no Curry, he's ass. We all know that. Let's continue. PJ Washington, Hachimura. With no Kuzma, you want to take a shot on Gallinari. Gallinari's not that good in fantasy anymore. Kevin Looney, you want to take a shot at 42. You want to take a shot at Vanderbilt, have at it. And everything else I want to touch. Embiid at 11-2, you know what to do. Cat is 97, too cheap. You're disrespectful. Gobert's too cheap for what he's going to do to Charlotte. Zubac, they're going to need Zubac. If he gets into foul trouble, Hartenstein will be right there. Whiteside, 4,800. Not the worst play in the world with the way he accumulates fantasy points. And I think that's it for me. I'm not touching anyone else. So with FanDuel, 97 and 11 too. I'll go straight to Embiid. If you want to be cute, you could play Hartenstein at power forward. Then Miles Bridges or RJ Barrett. Question of the day. Let's go Anthony Edwards and hope for a tight contest, a close contest with Dallas. Then we go 5,900 to Russell. And guess who you bring it back with? Ding, ding, ding. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. So you could ideally do it. You could do. I don't want to do three Timberwolves. If you want to take out Embiid and put Cat, take out one of these guys. Maybe put in Brunson. Maybe put in Dinwiddie, and hope for a high-scoring game. You could do that also. But so that's going to be the end of the video. Thank you for watching. I'll be right back with that Yahoo video. And I hope you guys have Booker tonight. If not, then try again tomorrow. I'll see y'all guys later. Ciao.